Hello everybody and welcome to Random Fun Facts. I will just be stating fun facts, just random fun facts about random things. Kind of like a few months ago scientists found a methane-eating spider in the ocean. I think that's kind of cool. It might be wrong, I don't know, I haven't looked deep into this stuff. Did you guys know that the soda pop, the orange soda pop, Fanta, was made in 1940. It was made in 1940 to quench the thirst of a certain person. Fanta was made in Germany. It was made because Hitler liked Coca-Cola. And around 1940, the US cut off trading with Germany because they were like invading everyone. And Hitler didn't like that because he could not get his Coca-Cola. So to keep Hitler happy, Germany made Fanta, a replacement for Coca-Cola. Now if you look at a Fanta can now, it will say the company Coca-Cola. Well, that is because in around the 50s or 60s, Coca-Cola rebranded and relaunched Fanta all throughout Europe, and it was such a success that they decided to move it over into the US, where some people drink it. A fun fact you would have heard of if you like dinosaurs most likely is that they found a new species of Spinosaurus a few weeks ago from whenever this video is getting released. The Spinosaurus marbilis, I think is how they pronounce it. I'm not gonna try too hard.
Come, help me with this.
But the thing that's special about this is that there was only one other known species of Spinosaurus before this guy. And Marbilis has a long crest, while the other Spinosaurus had a small crest, which is really the main difference. One looks like a unicorn, the other one doesn't. And did you know that Dr. Seuss made propaganda for the US in World War II? Mostly targeting the Germans and the Japanese,
Give me a hand.
which is a lot darker, if you consider it that way, from the children's books he wrote later on in life, such as Green Eggs and Ham, or One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish.
Hey, come here.
Not that much of a fun fact, though, is Charles Manson. You might not know him, you might, but he was able to convince people to kill 9 people. That's a lot.
Help me out here.
He was in jail for most of his entire life. Prison, actually, jail is a lot smaller than that, than prison. But he was mostly short. He was kind of short,
Come here a moment.
about the height of 5'2". And the song Helter Skelter by the Beatles, covered by Rob Zombie and other people, is about him, or about what he's done. He was able to convince mostly females to kill others. One of these others being an actress that was pregnant with a child. He was soon found out for these gruesome acts after the murder of that actress, which he then spent the rest of his life in prison and died in 2017, never getting the death penalty. Most people know John F. Kennedy for the assassination that took place in. Unwillingly let myself add. But he was also the first and youngest Catholic president of the United States, which most people don't know. and I find that decently interesting to talk about. There have been several studies on the psychology of evil and many more, but usually they used the 1940s Germany for these studies. I wonder why. But, long story short, there were these studies called the prison experiment and the third wave. The third wave, both of these happened in the 60s. The third wave was just some professor that made his entire class and practically the entire college support fascism for about a week. The prison experiment was to see the difference that would happen between prison guards and prisoners. They had like 9 people, or 12 people as prisoners and 12 people as prisoners. Within the first 36 hours, there was already a uprising and some random dude had to go home because he had a mental break in 36 hours. It was supposed to last 2 weeks. Never got past 6 days because some lady walked in there and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is really bad. Do you see their faces? They look terrible." Oh, also the prisoners made the prison guards made the prisoners strip down naked and get stuck in the rams. And other bad stuff. You can look into it if you want. The prison experiment. Teddy Roosevelt, known as President, the 26th President of the United States of America. He died around 1919. So he got to see the First World War. His old age. I wonder how he thought of that. He was a cavalry general. And if I remember correctly, he had staged boxing fights in his in the Oval Office, White Office. He lost sight in his left eye because of one of these fights, and then he wanted to fight the dude again. After he didn't become president for the third term or whatnot, if I remember correctly, I do not. But afterwards, he went to the Amazon to help map it out and make towns and whatnot, tribes. So, all that happens, he's like some dude who had a pet bear. They nicknamed him Teddy Bear. Death was too afraid to take him when he was awake, so it took him while he was asleep. But death really just took him by a mosquito biting him in the Amazon, and him developing many diseases within the 5 years he lived afterwards going to the Amazon.